Every resident of the Metropolitan Zoo has died of walrus-related injuries. Now, on to the weather. Welcome to the Lord of the Weather. This is Forecast the Purple, coming to you live from my wizard's tower in Middle-earth. We've got quite the forecast for you today, so let's begin. September 17th! There we go. Starting with the temperature, the high of the day will be 54 degrees and it will remain mostly the same as the low is only 50 degrees. However, because of the air and temperate conditions of the day before, the humidity will make it feel like the air
is a poisonous fume.
With a relative humidity of 86%. The winds will be blowing towards the east, bringing with it an interesting development. May not be a shadow, but we do have a maritime polar air mass forming in the west and blowing its way across Alaska as we speak. And thanks to the additional sea breeze coming in from the Pacific, it is blowing in behind a continental polar air mass, causing some unstableness in the air. Alongside that front, we got a low pressure system dragging some clouds into existence, and due to the unstableness, those clouds will be showering down rain over Juneau all day. The rain will continue into the night as the maritime polar front clashes with the continental polar front, and the land breeze helps to fight back against the approaching western air mass. That's all for today's forecast. Tune in tomorrow for more information, and make sure you have emergency water for if your house ever catches fire. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, Forecast. Now on to other news. Local authorities are requesting civilian aid in an ongoing case. If you have any information regarding Billy the Walrus Freer Watson, please call the number on screen. More as it happens here on channel 232006. Have the mountains been eating your furniture? Good questions with strange answers. Now, on to the weather. Welcome back to the Lord of the Weather. This is Forecast the Purple once again coming to you live from my wizard's tower in Middle-earth. September 18th. Starting with the temperature, we once again are having a fairly similar day to the 17th, with a high of 51 degrees contrasted with a 47-degree low for the day. Continuing the streak since yesterday, the relative humidity will continue to remove the oxygen in your lungs better than the smoke pouring out of Mount Doom, with a 92% relative humidity. The clash between air fronts continue on into this day, mixing with the low pressure system and to bring showers of rain down across Juneau, across the entire day. As a special guest today, we have my friend from the Astari Council, Radagast the Brown, here with a word on his plant friends.
Not good. Not good at all.
Thank you, my brown-robed friend. See you at the next Astari barbecue. The rain will continue on for most of the night before subsiding early in the morning, but that is best saved for another time. More accurately, next time. Tune in tomorrow and make sure you give your back a good pumping against a chair at least once a day. Your spine could always use a good cracking every once in a while. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, Forecast. Now, answers to your questions. Can mountains develop a taste for your chairs? Yes, they absolutely can. More as it happens here at channel 232006. It's after 8 in the morning. Do you know where your kids are? Now, on to the weather. It would appear Forecast is a little late today.
The wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to.
unless traffic decides to delay them. Anyway, I'm a wizard, welcome to my tower, let's talk about the weather. September 19th. A doozy of an episode for you today as something completely unexpected occurs. Despite the land breeze and the wind's attempts to force the maritime polar air mass from moving, the MP has successfully pushed its way through, forcing the continental polar air mass out of the way. The ending of the feud has since stabilized the atmosphere, leaving behind a high-pressure system. A few clouds still cling to life in the skies above Juno, partly obscuring what would otherwise be a bright and sunny day. However, it is not all partly covered sunshine and rainbows, as the relative humidity remains consistently high due to the consistent temperatures. The temperatures of today continue to rise with the highs and sink with the lows, resulting in a 49-degree high and a 43-degree low. If it wasn't obvious already, wear a jacket. Most of the day should remain the same, leading up until tonight, which will have some developments we will discuss next time. Tune in tomorrow, and always make sure to let your giant eagle know when his day off is. If you don't, you will get into a big argument and arrive precisely when you mean to, 5 minutes late into work. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, Forecast. By the way, Stephanie is currently sending you an email with the work-mandated punishment for your late arrival today. Anyways, continuing our story about children's safety, the search for 5 missing children last seen at kids' attraction Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is still ongoing. The restaurant has since been closed down by its owners Henry, Emily, and William Afton due to maintenance concerns with their animatronic characters. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of the missing children, please call the number on your screen. More as it happens here on channel 232006. Doctor-turned-presidential candidate injects bat blood into his own veins on camera. Claims it's Morbin time. Now for the weather. Once more onto the weather, my friends. You know my name, you know my location. Let's talk about some clouds. September the 20th. It seems the storm was not content to simply vanish, as another bout of rain is heading towards Juneau as we speak. Yesterday, as we know, the continental polar air mass was pushed out of the way, which is how we got that partly sunny day. However, the maritime polar has since snuck around and performed a sneak attack against the continental polar air mass, leading to a low-pressure system. However, it seems that the colder of the air masses suspected this, and the resulting battle has yet to spill over too hard, leaving only scattered rains for most of the day. Clouds and rains also mean a dip in higher temperatures, resulting in a 52-degree high for the day. The low, however, manages to go up slightly to a 45 degrees. Still gonna need that coat. The humidity continues to choke the atmosphere, as it has forever, with a humidity level of 89%. Scattered showers will continue on into the night, but steadily grow more consistent as the night progresses. And with that, I bid you adieu. See you next time, and make sure to always wash your hands when operating heavy machinery. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, Forecast. Next up, we have a video clip from NeckLeaks regarding a ruler's use of the B word to explain how he doesn't say said term. More as it happens here on channel 232006. Is something in your eye? 5 signs that say you might be infected with a mind flayer tadpole without even knowing it. Number 5 will shock you. Now, on to the weather. Let's skip the intro and head straight into the weather. September the 21st. The high temperature rises to 54 degrees and the low temperature also rises to 51 degrees. The unstable clash between air masses continues, resulting in rain pouring down all day. What a surprise. The humidity remains as high as ever, with 95% continuing to mug the air. Rain and clouds aren't anything new this week, as the low-pressure system and the warmer air mass continue to dominate the land of Juneau, thanks to a combination of events, including the alternating land-sea breezes and the changing of the seasons. This was Forecast the Purple, live from my Wizard's Tower in Middle-earth, bringing you your weekly forecast. See you on Monday for the next time, and make sure to change out your light bulbs if you hear them whispering threats of death into your ears. Back to you, Jim. Thank you, Forecast. Now, newly appointed Archduke of Baldur's Gate Enver Gortash has released an official statement regarding the surge of refugees arriving in the city. We reached out to the Patriarch and we were not able to get any further comments. We'll continue to bring her more in her name. Praise the Absolute on channel 232006. Does your ring whisper to you when you wear it? Does it show you shadows and flaming eyes claiming that they can see you? If you are experiencing these symptoms, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Now, on to the weather. This is a special broadcast of the Lord of the Weather, brought to you by me, Forecast the Purple, live from my Wizard's Tower in Middle-earth. It is September 22nd, which means it is a dear friend of mine's birthday. However, due to scheduling conflicts and the fact that my invitation never arrived, I am having to miss it. Sorry, Bilbo. Happy 11th birthday. Now, on to the weather. September the 22nd! Seems the rain has finally decided it's tired, but the clouds sure haven't. Clouds will remain obscuring the sun above Juneau. However, they will only be dropping down bits of scattered rain as the low-pressure system and maritime polar air mass quiet down. The humidity remains as high as ever, pushing up to a 92%. No surprise there. The temperatures seem to have a bit of symmetry with earlier in the week, with the high being 51 and the low being 47. This is similar to the temperatures on the 18th. My powers, they are revealing something to me. It has been found. I must alert Saruman! It would appear Forecast has left his studio. No matter, he was going to be fired after today anyway. Now, this just in, Saruman the White has recently sent in a request for aid searching for a relic of the ages that has recently been rumored to have been discovered. Despite the current rumors that the White Wizard has been growing orc vats below his tower in Isengard, he still reached out for aid in finding this relic. The description states that it is a gold ring that will magically resize itself to fit the wearer's finger. In the event that you find this relic, it is recommended that you put the ring on and remain in the same spot. The ring will automatically contact one of the Dark Lord's representatives, and they will be along shortly to pry it from your cold, lifeless hands. More as it happens here on 23/20/06. Enjoy your weekend.